Guys, welcome to Warframe Grind. So we're using a Zata Whisper with Saryn. And I saw over on I think it's Moog YouTube, he does Warframe videos. He was using a Panthera Prime today or yesterday or something like that with combustion shells. And I was like, wow, that's way cooler than the Sobek. So I decided to try it. And I tried a couple different things, and this seems to work pretty good. You can actively play like this. Here, let's do this though. Oh. I do like the Panthera Prime with combustion shells on Saryn. If you haven't tried it, just try it. If especially if you use Sobek, this is better than acid shells. So and what would a video be without Troron Strike? And this is kind of like a health tanky build, not a persistence build. I have some persistence builds, but this is not a persistence build. This is just like kind of like an auto shield gate build. It's hard to explain. Just, you know, like fast deflection and vigor for the shield recharge with some healthier stuff, so you can just play Saryn at ease.
Oh, is it still twitching?
There we go.
Whoever they are, they have no clue who they're dealing with. Get rid of it.
One thing, I'm not going to say this is like a level cap build or anything like that. I hope you guys know most of that shit's bullshit when people say that, because you can't just AFK level cap. Like a lot of these videos are kind of like pretending, not mine, but certain people out here say that a lot, and that's not true. Skill does matter, your play style matters, and all that. So just because something works pretty easily for me may not work for you because we play differently, right? So I try a lot of builds. Very few out there actually work for me because of the way I play and how long I've been playing, I think. But yeah, just so you know, I'm not saying this is the greatest build in the world, and especially with player differences, there's always going to be guys that say, oh, you did this wrong, you did that. I'm not an elitist. Don't care to impress anybody. I'm just having fun. And I thought this was cool. So why not make a video, right? And I do it a little different.
Oh, there you are. Shall I unleash the spores?
It is fun. You know what gets me is when a build's fun, I know a lot of my old videos I used to do like solo level cap and stuff. I don't really do that anymore. It's boring, you know. I want to just get on here, have some fun, kill some shit, and do some cool interactions. So for me, this combustion shell with the Panthera, it's pretty fun. And that's really what it's all about, right? So
That's what you get.
man, if you would have told me the Panthera Prime could kill like this, I would have doubted it. But I love it. I love it. I mean, if you look at my build, I don't have the damage to represent this damage that Saryn's doing too. So I love it because it just builds up and it works.
Target down.
Time to die. I don't know. The way I'm playing this right now, this is the way I feel like Saryn should be played, with most of her kit going. Like I said, I've got Zada's Whisper on it. But that's just increasing, you know, what she's good at. And you could take this, do what you want, and improve it for your playstyle. Alright guys, I'm going to head to the to wherever the end is here. Yeah, this is fun.
Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Obviously, the kills per second are good. So,
Ugh, didn't you make a mess?
yeah, I did make a mess. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the build. So I should probably make videos with my headset on like I used to. I apologize for the sound, guys, but I'm just kind of like playing and I'm like halfway through. A lot of times I'm like, yeah, let's throw up a video. no editing, just kind of going as I go, right? So Emerald, Archon shards, of course, for the corrosive stacks. Some ability here, ability strength, and then, like I said in my other videos, I use these for kind of like a mini equilibrium. Picking up, I'd like to get a Tau Forge on there. That'd be great. All right, so some of this is just kind of hodgepodge together, so bear with me. All right, so this is the build I'm using for Araxia and for Saryn because they're both Tox type. They're both good at similar things, right? So redirection to keep the shields up high, and I think that's for reinforced. So if you all right, and you get that momentous bond. This you can play with somewhat. Prime regen, I love that. Vacuum you got to have. Cardon always, you know, for grouping, and coolant leak for the cold status. So the rest you can play with this. Nothing's like written in stone. My Artex has a ribbon on it right here, so that's why I use the Artex instead of the Veriglass. But you could use the Veriglass, but this also has the chill factor. That's 20% cold damage innate. So that's why I'm using this, because I do have this ribbon, but you know, you could use the Veriglass and that would work fine with Shivering Contagion. Really didn't make a big difference in this game. The Panthera Prime, of course, is the most important thing. This is what I'm running. I am lucky enough to have a Riven. Moog, I believe that's how you say that. YouTube's, he had a Riven on his as well. Basically just cram a bunch of elemental damage in here, and combustion beam, that's super important, and then Prime Bane of Grenier, if you can get that. And that's about as easy as that is. Let's see. Dual Torxica. I didn't even use it, so it doesn't really matter. I do have a Riven on here, but the disposition is crap, and I just threw it on there because if you got a Riven, why not sometimes, right? The Augur mods, you know, and Synth Charge might be the reason. Similar to my Araxia build, so I just slapped that on there. This, the only reason you need a good melee is when the stalker or the other guys come after you, you know, so any kind of influence build to take care of the little pests that show up. So I think that about covers it, right? Nautilus Prime I already did. I'm using the Artex. You could use the Veriglass, no problem. Use the Panthera Prime over the Sobek. But I mean, I used the Sobek for a while. I loved it. But the Panthera Prime with combustion beams is better than the Sobek with acid shells right now. So try it out. Tell me what you think. Oh yeah, here we go. Multi-augmented, arcane bellicose. Now, that's just for extra power strength, according to health. So that would explain why Prime Vigor's on here. It's mainly a health thing. Archon Vitality. And this and this, kind of like I said, it was a shield gating, shield tanking type build. Blind Rage all the way up. Archon Intensify. That you don't really need Archon Intensify. Any Intensify will work. I don't have any powers that are setting this off. Stretch, you want about 160 range so that it matches the combustion beam mod on your Panthera. That's all. And then prime flow, obviously. You could do a prime sure-footed in here for sure, but I don't know why for Saryn, I don't feel like I need it. I get knocked around, but I don't really die that much, so... Yep, a lot of other ones, I'm always prime sure-footed. But with Saryn, I don't really feel that way, so... like I said, ability strength, yep, I've already covered these, and the corrosive, so... That's my video, guys. Get out there and have fun.